What's up, guys? Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things put together. Vincent van Gogh. The man who moves mountains begins by carrying single stones. Confucius. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Martin Luther King. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. John Wooten. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. John F. Kennedy. How do we eat an elephant? The answer isn't medium rare, it's one bite at a time. So today we are talking about easy steps that make exponential changes in your prepping and survival game. What everyday items do you rely on most? Most of us, it's our cell phone. Other people, it's our keys. I heard somebody say that you could tell the importance of a man by how big his key ring is. But for us, it should be our mindset. Our mindset's our most powerful tool, and it doesn't weigh anything. In cultivating our mindset, we talk about in cultivating our mindless. You hear me say that? No, in cultivating our mindset, we talk about the OODA loop all the time. It's a military term for observe, orient, decide, and act. And it brings our awareness to whatever we're doing at the time. We observe, take in all the information, orient, choose a direction, decide, yes, this is the right action, and then act on it. And it's a loop, so it repeats itself. And we go back to the beginning. And by following that, we can really accomplish anything. If we're talking more tangible stuff, like the keys of the cell phone, for me, it's carrying a knife. There's countless times that I reach from my pocket every day to grab a knife, to either cut something, to pry something. Then we don't advocate that, but I do it anyway. Do as I say, not as I do. For opening packages, breaking down boxes, so many farm-related activities. Could be cutting rope, zip ties, pulling splinters out of my hand, whatever. I just stabbed a wasp that was flying around the house. Like, having a knife is such a powerful thing. There's a Nordic proverb that says, a knifeless man is a lifeless man. So the first small thing that you can do to affect your survival and preparedness game is make sure you have a knife on you and carry it with you. Implement some sort of punishment for not carrying a knife. If somebody catches you, like if you have kids, if you catch me, tell your kids, if you catch me without the knife, dad's got to do 50 push-ups or whatever it is. Have some gamify the system, and that's all this is really, is creating a game to sharpen your awareness. And remember, the knife is only as good as the person who carries it. So we need to be cultivating that mindset, so we have a good mindset and we have the ability to apply the tools that we do carry. Remember when you were a kid and it seemed like, at least in school, it seemed like all the time they were talking about having a safety plan in case your house catches fire, or somebody breaks into your house. And it was always create a rendezvous point, know your ways to get out of the house, and whether you run to a neighbor's house or whatever it is, have a plan, right? And with survival and prepping, it's the absolute same. A small change you can make is thinking about what you would do if something went wrong. And the act of thinking about it is enough to get the wheels turning. And the more real you make it, the more effective your prepping will be, because that realness is the universe tells you when you're messing up, right? Hopefully, if you're listening, you can feel and how many tactical operators have said oh, don't go down this hallway, and then they then can attribute that otherworldly communication or just high stress awareness into saving their life. But so think about your plan and think about your holes in that plan. And through refining and through that thought process, you'll have better and better and better a plan of action in your prepping. It's a very small change that can create those huge, lasting, exponential effects. Think about what things do you need to bring with you in an emergency. Like we talk about bug out bags. We've had some videos on that. Go bags. But more importantly, like the chances of you like having to grab your pack and run is less likely than needing a band-aid or like medications or like a more like a larger trauma kit or medical bag. So, like, let's start small and work our way out from the most probable and possible scenarios into the larger aliens or zombies, whatever. Preppers will say, like, preparing for the zombie apocalypse. And I mean, maybe there are people that are preparing for zombies, but if you're prepared for zombies, if you're prepared for, stuff like that, then anything else that is thrown your way will just be like a walk in the park. You know what I mean? And you have fears for a reason. It's the universe telling you what your potential blind spots might be. So pay attention to those. Tap in to like that inner awareness and build your plan through small changes that way. And the final thing that I want to talk about is like examining your pantry. So many people want to go out and buy these like year-long survival food kits, and like great, cool. I would recommend not wasting your money on that. And it would be much better spent to examine what you like to eat. And you shouldn't be prepping anything that you don't like to eat to begin with. If you don't eat it now, why would you eat it in like a worst case scenario? So examine your pantry. Begin to think about a rotation plan of first in, first out. So just like we're loading up hay in the barn, the stuff from the first cutting of the year, we're going to take that out first, feed that to the cows, and then the old stuff is going to push up behind it. But if you develop that rotation plan with your pantry, your stuff will never go out of date. And finally, just buy a couple extra items when you go to the store. We had a video the other day talking about how to like what can you do if you can't afford to prep. I guarantee you can buy an extra can of soup, buy extra can of beans, just slowly, and slowly accumulate your food stores that way. I hope these tips help you build or take small steps to build a really reliable and resilient survival plan. Thanks for watching this video. If you've made it this far, I know that you have a passion for life and are serious about surviving whatever the universe throws at you. Drop us a like, make sure you subscribe, but ultimately, sustainablehomestead.com is the place to go for more information. Shave decades off the time it would take you to figure this stuff out on your own. Look through our survival resource material. Join us Wednesday night for our Homestead Mastermind, where we have a wonderful group of farmers, ranchers, survivalists, preppers, bushcrafters, project managers, and everything in between that are committed to your success and your abundance for your family, your community, and yourself ultimately. We have that wonderful resource. It's the Homestead Mastermind. We talk about all sorts of things. You can't afford to not be a part of that group. If you want the sheer download of information, we do in-person classes. Either schedule your own private event or sign up to any one of the classes that we have on our calendar. And you truly will get that sheer download of information. And it will shave so much time, so much money, so much pain off of the time it would take you to figure this out on your own. As always, preparation today means peace of mind tomorrow. So we'll see you in the future. Thanks for watching.